I knew I was missing something. I forgot to grab the freaking headset. Anyways, what's good, neighborhood? So, got my salad all set to go. So, dinner is pretty much sorted and ready. We're going to be hopping on for this first half of the stream to get in some game time on Warframe for a little bit. Sorry. Let it stuck in my teeth. But then after that, we're going to pop over to play some more of the First Descendant. And I've actually been making some good progress on both as far as just putting together certain stuff here. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. It's not supposed to be featuring Wild Arms 4. I'm so sorry. For anyone that's actually watching, please go ahead and refresh the page so that way the title will, properly edit. But like I was saying, we're going to be getting in some game time on Warframe and on the First Descendant. And prior to starting the stream, let's just say I had some words. I put those words up on Twix. I did everything I could to, edit everything so that it would fit into those posts in the character limit of each post. But also, I did everything I could to just try and really, fine-tune and articulate my thoughts on this particular subject. So, if you want to see what that was all about, follow my Twitter. But other than that, let's take some time to chill. We'll probably re-engage with this particular conversation as we get into the game. But if you're here to check out some Warframe and some First Descendant, then y'all know what to do. Pull up a chair, kick up your feet, make yourselves comfy. Just remember to leave your shoes at the front door so we don't get any footprints on the tile, the carpet, or the furniture. And with all that out of the way, y'all know exactly what time it is. It's game time. Look at that Sevagoth Prime, though.
Welcome back, operator.
Neat.
Someone is attempting to contact the operator. Please check your inbox.
Okay. We got a new Nightwave season. That looks kind of neat. Unseen Dread. What? What? No way. That mod looks bonkers. We might have to try and give that one a whirl.
Always a pleasure.
Stalker Spectre? Oh, no. Arcane Precision. Burning Hate. Burning Hate, Unseen Dread. So I guess those are the two major mods in this set.
Ta-ta, lovelies.
Right on. Now let's pop down here to the foundry real quick and see what we have. Okay. We can make some more field run. Always put together another formula. More mutagen masses. Yes, yes, yes. Oh! Oh! Our Sevagoth Prime pieces are done and ready to go. So I'll take that. I'll take that. And I'll take that. So then
Operator,
that's gonna mean...
Did you hear that? It said... Cosmic background radiation is a riot!
That Sevagoth Prime himself is ready to go. And what do you know? I have 50 platinum still left over from the trade. So the build is complete. Guess we can now go yo ho, and put ourselves together a Sevagoth Prime build for our on the grind loadout. Interesting coincidence that I've got this chroma here, by the way. Happy heavenly 51st birthday to the man, the myth, the legend, Kyoshi Jason David Frank. Rest in peace, Green Ranger. Okay, so everything here has been leveled up, looking good. So before I hit up the Prime, let's see what kind of mod loadouts I have on Sevagoth Classic. Doesn't look like I've been working with him too much. Okay, so here's what's going to happen. We're going to link that mod config in the chat. Then we're going to swap over to Sevagoth Prime. Oh boy, this dude is looking kind of slick. And then let's see if we've actually got enough space to add everything here. Override.
Saddle up.
Apply mods. Yes, I want to override Sevagoth Prime config A. Let's try that one more time. Apply mods. Sevagoth Prime config A. Override. That's better. That is much better. And I guess we'll get to figuring some things out with him, huh? I think I've already got gloom in the helmet as well, don't I? I will have to double check. Okay, so gloom has been subsumed. Right. Excuse me. So it would seem that the bulk of the character management, the bulk of the Warframe management, I've already got done thanks to at least having that loadout on my old, it's like on the old Sevagoth. All I gotta do now is level him up, so that's exactly what we're gonna do. let's take our boy into a survival mission and start by getting the job done. Actually, I know what I need to do. I need to pop him into the onslaught. Well, there you go. Good stuff, Dio.
This is a stress test. Destroy all specimens as quickly as possible. In this chaos.
Yeah, now that you're getting the level 100 gear, it's going to make it so much nicer once you start getting the, like, once you're able to forge the ultimate weapons, because then you'll have fodder to immediately level those up to 100.
Enter the conduit now.
Time to go. Yeah, Bunny was actually the one that I completed the game with as well. You know, I had already had her. I had already gotten her leveled up, and she was just in top form, ready to take on the late game content as far as the campaign goes. But yeah, actually, earlier today, I finished grinding out the components I needed to get Ultimate Viesa. And you want to hear something hilarious? My luck was so good yet so bad that I got the blueprint for an energy activator on the exact run before I got the main blueprint for Ultimate Viesa. So literally, once I was finished constructing her, once I was finished researching her in the lab, I was immediately able to give her an energy activator to double her mod capacity. Like, I was already pretty much ready to hit the ground running when she was done. It was kind of nuts. Yeah, that's true. You are kind of doing yourself a disservice, you know, not beating the game with your favorite character, especially with how the characters actually show up in the story cutscenes over the over the course of the campaign.
I have opened a new data conduit. Proceed immediately.
It would be nice if we had an option to, you know, replay through the story missions. But we'll make do with what we got. And of course I hit the host migration. Oh, not being completely abandoned, though. That's good. Oh, it's beam time! known for. Yep. Stage 4, and I get him banned. Completely. Well, there's the aim gliding bonus. Or the, what you call it? The objective. Eat it! Eat your dinner! Coming back to this game after playing the first Descendant for so long definitely reminds me why I enjoy both.
A data conduit is open. Go now. Hunter, do you think me as Samus that I enjoy this suffering? Irrelevant. Focus on your task.
I'm at 21%. Haven't been able to find much in regard to the
Efficiency is crucial to this experiment.
right, the efficiency stimuli. Speak of the devil. There's two. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I just thought about something. That one character that they kept showing on Concord, you know, the sassy auntie in the green armor. Now I know what she reminds me of. She's a Grenier.
From
You
little
generated
things,
some usable
big
data,
things grow.
but I need more.
I believe
Return
in
when
you
you are
all.
ready to subject these data immortals to a
Yeah, that heavy. I'm like, Where have I seen her before? I couldn't quite put my finger on it. And that's why she's in Concord and not Warframe.
Operator, a communication awaits your attention.
She was deemed unclem and was not given access to Grakata. Damn, even the shadow looks pimped out now. That is super clean.
Operator, Ortis has determined the secrets to happiness. A combination of heightened dopamine levels and a terrible memory. You're welcome!
Alright, so let me pop back over to Sevagoth really fast because I want to get the... Yes, this right here. There we go. Oh, damn! I need to get the... I need to get the mod combos for the claws, too. I can fig Shadow Claws. Goth Prime. Shadow Claws Prime. Oh, nope, don't need that. Nope, don't need that. Shadow Claws. It took them long enough, and it took the Koreans to do it. Wait a minute, am I missing something here? Condition Overload, Voltaic Strike, Vicious Frost. Okay, so Condition Overload plus 1, 2, 3, the 4 elemental mods. Pressure Point and Berserker Fury. Okay, I've got everything. Neat. Hmm. Dude, it's just like you said. Pretty much all the female characters in the first Descendant are various levels of, but hear me out though, character design. Mm.
Saddle up.
Okay, so if Hydroid Prime is Davy Jones, then Sevagoth Prime is what you call it. What was that guy from the East India Trading Company again? Oh yeah, Admiral Tarrington. I even got the ponytail and everything. His head looking like one of them fake George Washington wigs.
Your duty in this experiment
Here we
is
go.
to dispatch as many specimens as efficiently as possible. When the time comes, I will.
That dude was just that dude was just chilling, posted behind those crates, thinking nobody would have spotted him. Turn around, get a shotgun right in the face. Hello, Betty. Seriously, now I'm kind of wishing I had a mod on this where it turned all the sound effects into, like, you know, the cartoony sound effects from Ed, Ed, and Eddie, and, like, every so often when I get a kill, you know, it would play one of one of Big Ed's random quotes. You know, like when I get hit with a fire-based attack. My fondest dream has come true. I am buttered toast. Yes. I never let it be denied. I am an idiot.
A data conduit is open. Go now.
How's it going, Chop? I mean, hell, if you're playing as someone with a transformation like Varuna or Sevagoth, for example. Wait a minute. Ah, damn it, the ability's not ready yet. But yeah, just play with someone with like an exalted or a transformation or something, and all you hear is, "I am a monster!" Rah! And then just go buck the fuck wild. Now listen. I'm no Oliver Campbell, all right? I'm not always putting up the most interesting sort of, you know, think piece type thoughts and tweets and stuff, right? You know, I mean, I make observations, but I am not going to lie and say that I am always as capable of putting everything together, right? But sometimes when it hits me, I just gotta lay it out there. And boy, did I have some words. Like, I really had some shit to say to people today. And real talk, it is exactly as I told people. You know, it's exactly as I said in that tweet.
If it's useful,
Yep.
do it.
If you take the time to sift through the trolling, you know, if you take the time to sift through the trolling, you will find that there is indeed conversations that need to be had about a lot of this shit. You know, the people that have been voicing their complaints in regards to a lot of the shit that's been going on in, you know, nerd culture spaces like comics, like gaming, like tabletop. The complaints are there because the people actually give a damn, right? People give a damn, not just about the quality of their hobbies and of their products, but they give a damn about being able to find a place where you know, a place where they can decompress, get away from all the bullshit of the everyday. You know, it's like a lot of these people keep going on about, you know, having their safe spaces, right? But then you start dragging a bunch of propaganda and socio-political zealotry. Now, I say socio-political zealotry. There is always room for socio-political conversation. But if you just got the outright zealotry and the propaganda and the bullshit, the rage baiting, people are going to get tired of it really fast. And the marginalized groups that are supposed to be conversed about and protected won't be. Because all they're going to think back to is the loudest, dumbest motherfuckers in the conversation. They're going to think back to the Brianna Woos. They're going to think back to the Anita Sarkeesians. They're going to think back to the Alyssa Mercantes. And then when someone like me shows up, you know, a black male, and I'm going to just put this out there. I'm going to put my identity out there. A black male, bisexual atheist. I step into the conversation, and I actually want to talk about, you know, some social political shit. And people are going to look at me pretty much on the same page as Al Sharpton, as a fucking race hustler, instead of someone that actually wants to have a serious talk.
Proceed immediately.
But everything that I just mentioned about my identity, when it comes to comics, when it comes to tabletop, when it comes to video gaming, especially shit like fighting games, it does not matter what I look like, what I identify as, or who I prefer to get in bed with. All that matters is my knowledge and my skills. It's merit. It's merit, and it's the content of my character and the content of my actions that matter in any given conversation and that define who I am. And I make it a point to redefine myself and reestablish that definition as one of the most straightforward motherfuckers you will ever meet on any platform. And I do so simply by my actions. Because that's all that matters. That's all that should matter.
On it like paint.
But I say all that really to say this. To repeat my tweet thread from earlier. You know, oh wait, hold on. I am a monster! Rah! Sorry, I had to. But to paraphrase my tweet thread from earlier, you know, to quote Exhibit in The Gambler, there's plenty of room for everybody, man. In gaming, in comics, in tabletop, in nerd spaces as a whole. There's plenty of room for everybody.
Now.
I think I'll go ahead and let that gateway slide.
Hunter, you are running out of time. Enter the data conduit.
Like, there's plenty of room for everybody. But when people complain about shit that's going on in stuff like gaming, in stuff like Star Wars, you know, when people get up in arms about
Will go on without you.
how much of a joke the games media is, or how racist the games media and fucking Western AAA game development is. They make those complaints because they want to see the hobby reignite its golden era. All right, from the going through the 90s to like 90s to the early aughts to the 2010s. I'd say up until 2014, 2015. That was basically gaming's golden era. We had banger on top of banger. We had systems that came in, left a mark, and were beloved. And all of that is because there was creativity. There was a focus on merit. There was a focus on letting the product speak for itself. And those of us that have been here through it, when we say, hey, that's not a... It's like, hey, y'all might want to step away from that. Or, maybe instead of browbeating people with your chosen political topic, why not try and weave it into the narrative of your game? And I don't mean like what they're trying to do with fucking Dustborn. No.
Pressure creates diamonds.
Again,
but it also creates
don't
rubber.
browbeat people with the message that you want to spread. Right? If you want people to experience your message, give them a platform where they can do it on their own terms and see what you're talking about. Or, going back to games media, don't look at something like Dragon's Crown and just say, oh, those character designs were... It's like, these are like character designs that were made by a horny teenage boy. Right? You do that kind of shit. You tear other people down when trying to make yourself look better, and all it does is get people to look at you and go, you know what? You're full of shit. Exactly. Don't go full Adam Sessler. Don't go full Jeff Keighley. Don't go full Jason Schreier. If people voice concerns about something that you're putting out, again, sift through the trolling. Take the time to actually sift through the trolling, and you are going to find that there is some conversation that can be had. Have that conversation. Consider customer service. Look at what people are talking about and go, oh, you know what? It's possible you may have a point. Because if there are two things that people do not like having fucked with, it's their money and their time. And if you are in the gaming industry, you are competing for both. You are competing for people's money, and you are competing for people's time. And if you are wasting their time with outrage bait, if you are wasting people's time by strawmanning their concerns about your product. If you are wasting people's time by trying to goad them into rallying behind your war cries and your dog whistles, wasting people's time by keeping them mad in order to take their money, then to quote from my earlier tweet earlier, which was me pulling a quote from the end of Doctor Strange. Eventually, the bill will come due. And it always comes due. Do not be shocked when the bill comes due. Textbook example, Concord. Textbook example, Dustborn. Dustborn may not have died out yet, but it's well on its way. Concord barely has the shelf life of a dozen eggs from the supermarket, if that. But when people actually looked at Concord and said, we see what you're trying to do here. You're trying to be Overwatch, but your character designs leave plenty to be desired. Your attempt at the gameplay leaves plenty to be desired. This obvious attempt at trying to shoehorn in socio-political bullshit. This obvious attempt at trying to play to the sensibilities of people that only want to see gamers mad instead of seeing gamers actually enjoying the product is apparent. And we want nothing to do with this. So what happens? Sales are so bad that GameStop is damn near trying to give away copies of Concord, and now, 2 weeks later, here we stand. The bill will always come due. And on the flip side of that coin, Andre, thank you for those examples. I'm going to use those. On the flip side of that coin, we have Astrobot. Say what you will about Sony, but the developers behind Astrobot, they saw a mascot. They saw something fun. They saw, a collectathon platformer, the kind of game that people have been missing, and said, you know what? Let's put our mascot out there. Check out Astrobot. Look at all the cute shit Astrobot can do. And people jumped on it. Let's take a look at Croc, Legend of the Gobos, and Argonaut Software. Let's take a look at fucking Tomba getting a revival. Tomba! Let's look at Bomb Rush Cyberpunk. Let's look at Dave the Diver. Let's look at Cookie Cutter. All of these games from developers and studios that are coming out and saying, we want to make fun shit for people to play. We want people to love our games. So we are going to make games that we honestly, we're going to make games that we look back and saw that people loved. We're going to revitalize games that we look back and saw people loved. Croc, Tomba, Dave the Diver, Bomb Rush Cyberpunk, Astrobot. People are jumping on these games because these games give it to them straight. No chaser. It's just fun. It's a breakaway from the everyday to just kick back, relax. Hell, maybe even, bring your younger siblings or your younger relatives or your kids along. Throw that shit in the console or pull that shit up on Steam and just go. Give people that chance to step away so that they can engage with you when they come back. That's why people go on gaming binges. That's why I take time to sometimes just, not really be on social media. Not even, not stream. Just go out, run errands, come back home, play a couple of games. Mind my own fucking business. And the types of games that I play are games that allow me to do just that. Like Warframe. Like The First Descendant. Monster Hunter. KOF. Street Fighter. Hell, JRPGs like Rogue Galaxy. Like what we were playing yesterday. Wild Arms 4. Like Xenogears. That right there is, at least from what I can see, it's the crux of the argument. It is the focal point from which everything else, both good and bad, in regards to the discussion surrounding gaming as an industry and as a hobby, and the gatekeeping that was evidently necessary. That is the focal point from which it all stems. Now, you mentioned games like Metal Gear Solid. You mentioned games like, say, Spec Ops: The Line. These are games that very heavily tend to focus on a lot of, topical shit for the day. But these games don't try to browbeat you into paying attention to it. These games don't try to, they don't try to cast moral judgments or moral aspersions on the player. They don't try to make you feel bad for wanting to get away from that shit. They get your brain going. They get your brain they get your brain moving. They get you thinking. They get you going, this might actually be an interesting parallel to what's going on over here. This is allowing me to look at it from another focal point in the kaleidoscope. Exactly. But, okay, so, Vamp likes what he likes. But like you said, he is still a slick son of a bitch that runs on water. Marisa in Street Fighter 6 is a fucking omnivore. But it doesn't matter, because when she steps in the ring and starts swinging them tree trunks she calls arms, she will light your shit up. And that's all that matters. She is a gladiator. She is written as such. She is portrayed as such. But Capcom doesn't try to browbeat people with what she does on her spare time. Or who she does on her spare time. You get what I'm saying? But again, it all comes back around to that same focal point. You try and drag unnecessary bullshit into the hobby just to get people pissed off and make money off of wasting their time. Using people's identity as a shield against criticism of your bullshit to line your pockets and fill your coffers with the anger, the outrage, and the wasted time of a consumer base that you want no parts of and have zero respect for. Eventually, the bill comes due. Always. And to those of us out there that might be watching this, the hobbyists, the enthusiasts, the gamers, the comic nerds, you know, the DMs and the tabletop gamers, listen to me. Listen to me, please. Listen closely. I'm not gonna be the type to tell you, don't complain about what's bothering you, about your hobbies, about the shit that's being brought into them. I'm not gonna be like certain people just saying, shut up and don't complain about what you hate. No, make your voices heard. But please, be mindful. Alright? Let me use this term. Let me use this turn of phrase in the way that it's meant to be used. Always watch your six. Keep your neck on a swivel. Stay woke. Don't fall for the okie doke that these corporations are trying to play on you. Don't fall for the okie doke. Don't fall for the rage bait that these hustlers, like all these fuckers in the professional, the mainstream gaming media, are trying to play on you. Keep yourselves in the loop. Stay informed. Make educated decisions, not just with your time and your energy, but with your money as well. And eventually, what you're going to do is you are going to see the wheat separated from the chaff. You are going to see publications that ran with some of the most rancid shit, like Game Informer. You're going to see those get shut down. You're going to see websites like Reset Era and Kotaku turned into laughingstocks before getting shut down. You are going to see games that tried to rage bait you. Games that tried to waste your time and your money, even after you made all of those complaints saying this game could be better. Games like Concord. You're going to see those eventually fall by the wayside. And you're going to see the cream rise to the top. You're going to see more stuff that people loved, like Tomba, come back. You're going to see games like Cookie Cutter get, further enhancements and, get revitalized. You're going to see games like Final Fantasy 16 get that extra support, the extra DLC to make it a more sumptuous and complete experience. Because what speaks just as loudly as one's concerns and one's complaints about a game, what speaks just as loudly is a person's hype about a game and where you spend your money. Which is why people always say two things. One, don't give money to people that hate you. And two, vote with your wallet. Because, once again, the bill always comes due. And the ones that make it are the ones that have earned your dollar, so that way they can pay that bill when it comes due. Bingo. SNK listens to their fans. Magnum Studio, the developers of the first Ascendant, they listen to their fans. Digital Extremes, the folks behind Warframe, they listen to their fans. They listen to their player base, and they expand on what works. Simple Keynesian economics. You give the people what you want, and you respect the people that buy your product, those people will continue to buy your product, thus funneling money into you, so that way you can pay your people, and you can create more of that product that people love. and show them that much more respect. And show
Navigation
them
has
that
been
much more
updated with
appreciation.
new invasions. Chaos is spreading.
Keynesian economics, the positive feedback loop. Damn, that was a lecture, wasn't it? I am so sorry. I damn near used up this last half hour just going off. But look, let's try and take a couple more minutes. Let's get in a couple more missions with, Admiral Tarrington here. And then, we'll take that midstream intermission, pop over to the First Descendant, and I will show y'all Ultimate Viessa, the Ice Queen Reborn. Let's have ourselves some fun, y'all. I am done. I'm through. If y'all want to hear what I had to say about this again, then go back and just clip that last half hour. Because I don't think I could repeat all that with that same kind of energy after this. I'm just like, ugh, okay, I'm good. Now I'm just Ed Brain. Oh, God. See, I got so worked up. Let me turn this fan over. And, real talk, if there's anything that I said that you disagree with, feel free to let me know. We can always talk about it. We can always talk about it. Well, one thing's for sure. When it comes time for the daily reminder at the end of the stream, I will try and keep it light. Because I already took y'all to church. I think I may have already taken y'all to church enough for at least 2 or 3 Sundays. Going. Shoe fly. You bother.
Now.
Up. Time to go.
Hurry, Hunter. The conduit is closing fast. With each data conduit jump, the experiment's design dictates increased efficiency. I trust you will be able to complete this study, Hunter?
Really? Another host migration? Really? It never fails. It was, I forget who said it on one of these Warframe streams, but, they pretty much said it best when it's like, host migration, the true final boss of Warframe. He ain't lying. like, if Warframe's true endgame is fashion frame, then the true final boss is host migration. Booga, booga, booga. I don't, okay, I know why that was funny. I know why that got you to laugh. I wasn't even thinking about it until I actually said it. Okay, I'm definitely on a Cartoon Network kick at this point. It's time for that Courage the Cowardly Dog. Ooga booga booga booga! Oh, rest in peace, Eustace.
A data conduit is open. Go now.
The Plucky Squire? Yo, link me some info on that in the Discord. And I think I found the theme song that should be playing every time I go through the Sanctuary Onslaught. Considering just how it seems like every damn time I wind up getting abandoned around stage 3 or 4. Here I go again on my own. I mean, it's rare that I actually find a group when I go through the onslaughts. It's rare that I find a group that actually tries to go at least a good 8-round rotation. It's kind of sad, because I like running this with people. Vaporized.
Open. Go now.
No, I don't think I will. Oh.
Hunter, you are running out of time. Enter the data conduit.
No, I don't think I will. Ooga booga booga booga!
The sanctuary will go on without you.
Exactly. Modern gaming is at its best with a lot of the smaller projects. You know, a lot of the indie and AA scene. Oh boy. Whew. Well, that was an adventure, wasn't it?
Ready to kick.
Mortal.
Alright, what do I want to do? Oh, I should probably claim those.
Well, well. Looks like things are kicking off.
You could say that. Critical precision, interesting. Singularity. Brainstorm. Vauban stuff. Neat.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm trying to remember. Did I? Okay, I don't have the masseter. That's right. But did I? Did I really? Did I really get what I needed for? Yes! Hell yeah. And with the Tatsu Prime, did I? I do not have an Orkin Catalyst. I can fix that.
Shall we?
Fix that quick, fast, and in a hurry. Booyah. Do we have a melee arcane adapter? Ugh. And I don't have the platinum for it. Next time, Gadget. But yeah, you know, if people, sorry, if, okay, it's understandable that there's going to be, you know, big major tentpole releases, right? But if in between those, you know, maybe scale back the advertising budget a little bit.
Operator? Order seems to have misplaced those memories.
And work on, you know, work on the smaller, you know, the double A size stuff. People are going to be likely to, you know, I guess, you know, buy into what you got going on during the off season. And that money you make during the off season, you can put that into your big budget stuff. I mean, that just sounds like it makes sense to me. What? Melee kills produce up to 5 charges that release on slide attack, homing and stunning enemies with radiation damage. Revenant can make it store up to... Revenant increases that storage up to 9. That sounds kinda nutty. Okay. I like Carnus Mandible for my slash damage, 'cause it do that. I like Organ Shatter for the crit damage, because it do that. Prime Smite. Do I have Prime Pressure Point? Let's double check. Fear Strike. Primed Reach. Primed Pressure Point. Oh, Betty. It's gonna start getting stupid real fast in this camp. That sounds exactly right, Blue. Also, howdy. Oh, we are already past the 6:30 mark. So here's what we're gonna do. Let me go ahead and pop out of this. We'll go ahead and take that intermission. We'll come back, get down on some of the First Descendant. So yeah, again, like I said, if y'all wanna, if I might probably clip that or make a highlight of it later myself, because, like I said, I had words, and them words just came spilling out earlier. But anyways, y'all know the drill. Get up, get yourself some exercise, get some fresh air, grab yourselves a snack, but come right back. First Descendant's coming your way after the break. welcome back, welcome back. So, let's pop on over to the first Descendant, shall we? A sequel and DLC coming from Liza P. Well, how about that?
Apple peach mango.
Ah, yeah, that's the good shit. Anyway, y'all, check it out. Now, luckily, since I already wound up getting one of the other cosmetics that actually, makes it so that you can at the very least get a look at her face without, the helmet that usually comes with Ultimate Descendants being plastered onto her. We could actually get a pretty nice sort of vibe with the character design. Popped in right as a Haley did. But yeah, there's our Ultimate Viessa. Sans helmet, of course. But I also had enough to get the I also had enough afterward, since when you earn, or when you grind for and do research for Ultimate Descendants, their basic bundle in the store actually comes at a discount. So I was able to get the Absolute Zero skin for her, and as you can see, I've done some color editing. Yeah. Now, for the folks that are actually, getting into the first Descendant, I'm not sure if I've had the chance to talk to y'all about this the last time we streamed it, but I came across some interesting information on Reddit, of all places, just going over some things that can actually help folks survive in the later content of the game, and not just, the later campaign content, but also the post-game. And that all actually comes into, it comes around into what's going on with your mods and how you put shit together. Oh, Dio, if you're still watching, or if you're at least listening, have fun with the Haley rescue operation, because the cutscenes that come through from that, especially how it introduces Haley, it's pretty sick. But yeah, as as I was going to mention, though, if you want to increase your odds of survival, there is a certain way that you are going to need to go about modifying, putting mods and equipment on your character. Now, your reactor, which, modifies your skill power, and your external components are definitely going to come in handy. Because here's why. If you go into your Descendant modules, you go into your mods, and yeah, you're going to see, the basic stuff like what I've been playing around with. Stuff like HP Collector, increased HP, outstanding investment, frugal mindset, stuff that modifies your hit points, your defense, that at the direct point of contact modifies like your skill power or your resistances and whatnot. Whether it's an additive or a multiplicative increase or debuff, depending on the mod, the values that this stuff runs off of is determined not just by your base stats, but it's also going to be determined by your stats after adding in values from your components and your reactor. So let's say you start off with 100 hit points, just for the sake of argument. And you've got 2, 3, 4 reactors. Sorry, you've got 4 components, each of which give you an additional 100 hit points. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 500 hit points, right? Follow along. Your increased HP is going to be based off of not your base 100, but that 500 after your components. So if you start with your 100, you add, 218%. So you're basically tripling that. You start with your 100, you triple, and you add, and you triple that, then your hit point total is going to be 300 after that. But you start with 500, the 100 from your base and the 100 from each of the components. You triple that 500, boom. Next thing you know, your hit points have exploded from 300 to 1500. So, again, it's going to be a matter of just working with, I would say, if anything, like, if you were going to mod for hit points or defense, any of those basic stats, don't throw any mods on first. Start with your components. Build those up. And then it'll actually make more sense to you when you start adding your different mods for hit points, for defense, for resistance. So, hopefully that right there, that little rundown, that little tutorial, helps. Hopefully that helps spark some thought as far as, giving folks a chance to take another look at how you go about equipping yourself in this game in order to survive the content and in order to survive long enough to do the kind of damage that you want to do or provide the kind of support that you want to provide for your team or for yourself. But because of thinking back on that, because of thinking about kitting out Viessa from that type of perspective, I took her from level 1 to level 27 in one run at the Kuiper Mine blockade. And I only got downed once over the course of the entire thing. Don't need that anymore. Don't need that anymore. Speaking of which, let's take her for another run. She should still have that experience boost left. There we go, an hour and a half. I think we can swing it. Woo! But yeah, I'm so glad to hear how things worked out with Liza B. Okay, so if Valby is Splatoon, then Viessa would basically be, I guess, Splatoon on ice. Yep.
High-level Vulgus closing in. Target this unit first.
You can't escape.
Wake 2 hasn't reached profitability. That's kind of sad.
High-level Vulgus closing in. Target this unit first.
Loading.
Now, here's the thing. You thought the first Alan Wake was okay. And because of that, you know, when Alan Wake 2 came out, you know, you decided to spend your money elsewhere. No one's got the right to make you feel bad and make you feel less than for deciding, for making the choice for yourself versus
High-level Vulgus closing in. Target this unit first.
damn. And what's funny is that I remember seeing that. You know, I remember seeing that Oliver was actually having fun. You know, from what I saw of what he played, it looked like something that I might have actually jumped into.
Let's play!
But I mean, if you know, if control was boring for you, then yeah, that's just the way it is. That's perfectly fine. I mean, hell, I like both people both Nier Automata and Final Fantasy 16. Oliver, on the other hand, didn't. Didn't vibe with it. That's just how it goes.
This could get messy. One item coming at you. Stay with me.
High-level Vulgus closing in. Target this unit first.
All right. Six.
My shield is down. This is an emergency.
I'm probably gonna get to that by the end of all this. Damn. There's my first down. And they just let me go. Thanks.
closing in. Target this unit first.
That's that. Job's done, and that put me up to 3738. Yeah, I definitely feel that, man. And you know, that's kind of what it boils down to, though. If you get to a point where there's so few sources of information that you trust, then so be it. That one source is going to be your oasis of information in a desert of nonsense. I feel like I'm getting ready to doze off again. I think I must have just used up all my energy earlier. There you go. Oh, man. Oh, my shoulders have been bugging me since this weekend. Good. And frankly, no one should. Like, unless and until the man has proven himself to be more than just a controversy dog whistle blower. When the man actually starts standing on business again when it comes to game development, and when it comes to the content of your character and how you conduct your business being the be all end all. Until he gets back to standing on business like that, no one should give a shit about him.
If there's something you need, you'll need to pay.
gotta make that move, man. Oh yeah, that's right. I need to go. I need to farm the materials for that energy activator. So that means Vespers and the Fortress. That also means, at least for the Vespers run, I gotta switch to my code breaker. Top Gun, shut down your firm like Tom Cruise. But yeah, at the end of the day, I'm always going to be a big advocate of a person doing what's necessary for their own, for their own mental and emotional well-being.
Nice try.
And if it means you gotta part ways from people, if it means you gotta part ways from people because they're doing some dumb shit, then make that move and do not look back. I see it. It's up there.
The Magisters have set codes that are too easy.
What's our other one?
That's an intriguing code, but still a piece of cake.
Yeah, I saw that you put up the tag. I'll need to take a closer look at it. I'll need to take a closer look at it once I got some free time after this. But yeah, I will definitely go through and I'll definitely go through and take a look at that after the stream while I also while I'm trying to get myself something fixed up for dinner. leveling up and picking up those ion clusters down front.
My shield is down.
There we go, level 4. Level 40, and I just got the last of the materials I'm going to need.
I need support.
There we go. Yeah, dealing with the mechanics in those operations to try and finish up the Haley rescue mission they can be a bit of a pain.
If it's new research, I'm listening.
Okay, so wait. Oh, damn. We started the stream, what, an hour ago? And in that 1 hour, let's see, in that 1 hour, plus the 15 minutes it took for me to run the Kuiper blockade earlier today. So an hour and 15 minutes, I was able to run Ultimate VSF from level 1 to level 40. Alright, so what are we looking at here? Oh, so now you're trying to add Splatoon to your arsenal then. Alright, give me just a quick second. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Let's try and get in a little bit more time on this before we call it an evening, shall we? So, I'm kind of interested in seeing what, not Glacial Cloud, but I'm kind of interested in seeing how hypothermia, how that skill is going to change up the way that Viessa plays. So here's what I'm gonna do in order to make things interesting. We're gonna catalyze Miss Viessa. We've got 5 points left here to spend, right? So we're gonna need to do some work spending on hypothermia. And what that's gonna do is cut down the cost of it so that I can go ahead and hook that up to her augment mod slot.
Hey there. What can I help you with?
We'll go ahead and spend that. And then electric condense. Wait, no. I'm not gonna spend on electric condense just yet. Oh, and also, since I've got her to level 40, well, first, let's go ahead and throw hypothermia on. Boom, right up here. There we go. And since I leveled her up to 40, let's go ahead and change her outfit out. Hey, there we go. That's better. Yeah. Alright, let's go ahead and give it one more run at Ye Old Kuiper Mine Blockade. And after that, we'll call it an evening. So I can get dinner ready, get ready to lay down, and get some rest for work tomorrow. And tomorrow being Thursday, our Throwback Thursday, we'll come back on in and get down on some more Xenogears.
High-level Vulgus closing in. Target this unit first.
Here we go. I went from level 4.
Stop entering.
Jumped up to level
4. High-level Vulgus closing in. Target this unit first.
Alright, how many levels did I jump this time? Bandit? Oh, what happened there?
My shield is down. It's mine.
High-level Vulgus closing in. Target this unit first.
Dirty freaking shield.
Okay, hopefully they actually stick to moving together this time through.
My shield is down.
almost got this beat.
High-level Vulgus closing in. Target this unit first.
High-level cheek clapping imminent. Alright, wave 9. Let's get this done. There's my first down. Need some health. Shields recovering is all fine and dandy. Needs healing. So I've only been down once.
High-level Vulgus closing in. Target this unit first.
Oh, here we go. the end of it. One to 26. Damn near 27 in that whole run. I feel like the others may have been building for more glass cannon builds, which ain't bad if you can pump out the damage, but you're pumping out 0 damage if you're knocked on your ass. Anyway, let's go ahead and bring this to a close for the evening, shall we, folks? Oh, man. Today was a bit of a barn burner. We had a lot to talk about, though. A lot to talk about and a lot to think about as well. But, yeah, as always, we're going to go ahead and end this by bringing you ye old daily reminder. I want to go ahead and get this pulled up really fast before my phone decides to start tripping the light fantastic. A little bit of friendly advice from yours truly. Let's savor the morning coffee. Truly listen when our friends talk. And find joy in the small things. Like how the sun filters through the leaves. Or how the rain sounds on the asphalt outside. Or as I remember it, rule number 12 of Zombieland. It's the little things. The little things. That's the kind of shit that keeps you from going insane in the midst of, again, you know, all the daily hustle and bustle, all the daily grind, all the daily controversy, you know. When you're out there trying to do your thing, you want to find many ways, both great and small, just to treat yourself, you know, show yourself some respect, you know, a little self-care, right? You know, play a good game, have yourself a decent meal, you know, something that you haven't had in a while, treat yourself to something. You know, think back to, you know, how I felt, or how it feels, you know, just going out for breakfast on a chill Saturday morning. Or staying in for breakfast with a bowl of cereal, watching some Saturday morning cartoons. Again, it's the little things that help decrease the wear and tear that we put on ourselves as we go about the day-to-day. Keep that in mind. Keep that within reach, because that right there is definitely going to help you out, no matter what you're facing. It's going to help you smile. Helps you stay happy, then I'm happy. That being said, that's going to do it for tonight's stream, everybody. Like I said earlier, we're going to be coming back with more Throwback Thursday featuring the Xenogears tomorrow, 5 p.m. Pacific. You don't want to miss it. Till then, as always, remember the 4 big rules of hanging out here with your favorite rookie. Stay happy, stay hydrated, stay gaming, and as always, stay good, neighborhood. Y'all have yourselves a good night. Get some decent food, get some rest. We'll hit it hard again tomorrow.